our biggest individual takeaways from week 4. Go ahead, Dustin. What was your biggest takeaway from week 4?
All right. With apologies to the city of Baltimore.
Yes, we're sorry.
But I have to ask. I know it's partially my fault because I picked them to win the big game this year. I picked them to win the Super Bowl. But also, how much time are we gonna let pass until we start putting fault at the feet of John Harbaugh? Is John Harbaugh on the hot seat in Baltimore? Because I think he should be. Okay. He has been the coach there for 17 seasons since 2008, and in the NFL, that may as well be 100 years. He's been there forever. He's done a lot of winning there. He won Super Bowl 47, but guess when that was? That was 2013. He's taken the team to 4 AFC championships games, but he's only won one of them. He's won 6 AFC North championships. That usually means that you at least have a chance at playing a home game for the playoffs. But 2013 was 12 years ago, and it's starting to feel like to me that there is a pattern emerging of John either making baffling decisions in the postseason or not having his team ready for big games. This week's loss to the Chiefs is just another example. They need to get back on track, and they laid an egg against the Chiefs. That's exactly what happened. With the talent that this team has, specifically Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. He has hit or miss games, but he's a great receiver at times. They have the tight ends. They have Likely. Their whole team for years has been a defensive identity. They don't have a defense this year. Their defense has looked bad, but how much of this do we put at John Harbaugh? I go back to the playoff game last year against the Chiefs. They were in the AFC Championship game, and they bafflingly switched their offensive game plan and got away from what took them there. They were a running team last year between Derrick Henry and Lamar, and Derrick Henry was running well early in that game. And then inexplicably, they just started trying to throw it all over the place. That's not who this Ravens team is. And John Harbaugh, it just every once in a while, and they lost to the Raiders last year. They had no business blowing that game to the Raiders. It happens sometimes, but with John Harbaugh, it just seems like he makes these weird decisions in the playoffs. And I get that they lost to the Patriots earlier in his tenure. And like I said, he's done a lot of winning. He has one of the higher playoff winning percentages if you add in all of his stops throughout his career. But he's been in Baltimore for a long time now. And this is a what have you done for me lately league. And some of John Harbaugh's decision-making in big games, you're starting to go, what's going on? What's going on with you?
So what you're saying is, Dustin, Baltimore Ravens fans are
disappointed.
Yes. We've got to play that after the biggest
my part in it. But John Harbaugh, people need to start taking a look. 2013 was a long time ago.
I mean, granted, they're also dealing with a lot of injuries, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah,
they are
definitely John Harbaugh should take some of the blame for what's transpiring this season. You're definitely right in that regard.